What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of our My Player Career Mode here on FIFA 17. Before we get into today's episode, apologies for the lack of uploads yesterday, or rather the day before. We didn't even upload a video, and then yesterday there was only one. Today there's only going to be one as well. The past few days have been kind of in bed, just ill general, just, throwing up and stuff. So I didn't really feel 100%, and so I only made one video yesterday, one video today. And also, this is post-com because I didn't feel 100%. So I didn't want to try and live-com when I wasn't feeling great, so you've got it as a post-com instead. But still, guys, you had a video yesterday, a video today, and I'm hoping to go back to a double upload from tomorrow. So thank you all so much for your continued support. As always, guys, it is massively appreciated. So today's episode, we have 3 games to come in this one of the My Player Career Mode. 2 in the league, 1 in the Champions League. The first one is up against Lyon, which is an important game, this one. They're currently sat second in the table. So if we can win this, we move our gap up a little bit further ahead of these two here, Monaco and Lyon, being the 2 teams that are chasing us at the top, remember, on top of that one. So we've only been at PSG for the last couple of, I'd say, maybe a month to 2 months. And already we are in 2 cup finals. The league, in terms of that... Oh, wait, no. We're not in 2 cup finals, sorry. We're in 1 cup final, and then we're in another cup semi-final, I think it is. And then we've got the league that we're still topping, and we're still in the Champions League. So this potentially is going to be a really good 6 months here at PSG if we can get our hands on 4 trophies. The first game, as I said, up against Lyon, started off pretty well for us. We created an opportunity earlier on, stop and turn, and it was blocked. But then I won the ball back here, and our teammate, Edouard, all he's got to do is finish that one off. And we are 1-0 up in the game, and Lyon would have been down a goal to nil after 13 minutes. But a great save from Lopez, as you can see there, denies us the opening goal of the game. I was gutted because I genuinely thought that was going to be 1-0. We were going to be cruising. It was all going to be happy days for us. But then Lyon created a chance for themselves here, 30 minutes on the clock. A nice ball backwards to Dada, who then picks it up, tries to beat his man. He gets round 1, gives a great pass through to Moran, and he really should score off that one there. It should be Lyon 1, PSG 0, but he missed the target and didn't really manage to get good enough on the shot. And it meant there was an easy save for our keeper to make. So 53 minutes into it, once again, Lyon, another good opportunity from this one. But again, hit pretty much straight at our goalkeeper from it. It was very lucky. We won the initial challenge, but couldn't quite get the ball away. And then the strike came in. Keeper dived to the left, made the save. But then from the corner, guys, an absolute bullet of a header. Nabil Fekir with the corner, whips it into the middle. Great header at that kind of... It was a really weird kind of place to put the ball. It wasn't really in the centre, wasn't near post, wasn't back post. It was kind of on the edge of the D, if you will, or rather, the outside of the penalty area. That's what I meant to say. But still, bullet header came back off of the woodwork. Otherwise, it was surely 1-0 there. But we did get the first massive opportunity for ourselves here inside 83 minutes. And it just so happened that it came to myself on that right foot. And not great on the right foot. I spoke about it before, my kind of weakness with that one, but still we got it here. Right footed strike across the face of the goalkeeper into the bottom left corner. It is PSG 1, Lyon 0 in a I wouldn't call it a title challenge battle kind of thing, but certainly it was an important game. If we didn't win this, the gap closes. We'll still be top even if we didn't win it, but the gap would close to around about 3 or 2 points. So a win here means we open it up ever so slightly more, and it does mean, of course, I feel a bit more confident moving forward into the final few games of the season if we can hold on to a 1-0 victory here. So we got the only goal of the game so far, but there is still 6 minutes to go, and it was very, very even at this stage as well. There was no team out of the 2 of us who were really dominating the play. We both had a nice amount of opportunities ourselves, us having, I'd say, the better of them, barring that one PSG chance in the aspect that it came back off of the woodwork. But, the first chance we got inside 12 minutes with Edouard with the strike, that should have been 1-0. That should have already given us the lead. I'm surprised Lopez made the save, and do you have to question Edouard and say that she should have done better with it? Probably so. But there you go, guys. 90 minutes on the clock. We did pick up the 1-0 victory here against Lyon to kickstart our game off in the right way. The first of 3 to come, and we've already got the first victory of, hopefully, 3 here in today's episode. So there you go. 1-0 win against Lyon. It wasn't a game of many chances, but the chances did come our way were the 2, I'd say, really good opportunities. We could have arguably beaten them 2-0 there. And our next game in the league actually comes against Nice, and they've just won against Angers. Also, I want to apologise because I saw a comment on the last episode telling me that my pronunciations of these words and these French teams are wrong, and I genuinely apologise. If you're ever on the channel, you should know by now, my pronunciations are not my strong point. There's something that I'm not good at, And so I apologize if I offend anybody in any way by saying a team name wrong or saying a player name wrong. I don't mean to offend anybody, but I know I saw a comment on the other videos, or was it the last video? Because I said, is it Nantes? I was saying him as Nantes, and you guys said that I said it wrong. So I apologize in advance if I do offend any of you for pronouncing something wrong. Just know I don't mean to do it. It's just I'm not very good with pronunciations, and so I kind of struggle a little bit when it comes to that. And so I don't ever mean to offend anybody, but it will happen, guys. It's sure to happen. You know, it's something that I'm not good at, and so everybody does make mistakes. So I apologize in advance if I do offend any of you guys by pronouncing something wrong. Just hit me up in the comment and say, you're pronouncing it wrong, it's pronounced this way, and I will try my best to remember and do it for future episodes. So yeah, that's it. Anyways, guys, moving into the second game of the 3 here today, and we're actually playing Borussia Dortmund for the second leg of the Champions League here. If you remember the first leg, it was a 3-1 victory at the Parc des Princes, which is a fantastic win. Ousmane Dembele, of course, scoring a penalty to give them an away goal. So we came to the Signal Iduna Park looking to really shore up this 3-1 victory here. But we got the first goal of the game inside 7 minutes here, and I could have not asked for a better start at the Signal Iduna Park. Dortmund, they've got a great set of fans. They've got great kind of, you know, they do rally behind their team a fair bit. And I came to this thinking, if they get ahead of this, it's a bit like when I watch Liverpool games sometimes, you know. If the fans get behind the players here, it's going to be quite a tough affair. But 7 minutes in, you couldn't really, I guess, ask for a worse start, could you, if you're a Dortmund fan? I mean, it is what it is. You know, you come into a game, and when you're 1-0 down in a game where you're already 3-1 down on aggregate, it is not very good, is it? I mean, you're now 4-1 down on aggregate, chasing the game. And Dortmund didn't really create anything in this one. But I have to say, Dortmund are one of those teams, like I said about Liverpool, in this game where I always seem to struggle against them. Whenever I played against Dortmund, and I sometimes come into, obviously I play career mode quite a bit in Premier League, I struggle against Liverpool a lot. Going to Anfield, I don't seem to be able to get that many results there. And when I do, I kind of don't play very well in the Anfield. Same with Old Trafford in this game. Old Trafford, I can't go there and play very well. I struggle there as well. Sometimes I go there, play exceptionally well, then other times I just get slapped. So there's a lot of stadiums in this game. I don't know why it is. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's me mentally not playing very well. But I came to the Signal Iduna Park anyway, guys. Grabbed the only goal of the game, and it sent Dortmund out of the Champions League. So there you go. We were looking likely to go through after the start of this one when we were already 3-1 up on aggregate. And we did go through anyways. 4-1 win on aggregate. A 1-0 on the day, of course, us scoring the only goal in a game where, as you can see by the match facts, not really very many chances from that one. I also asked for a substitute during that game. I didn't feel as though I needed to play the full 90 minutes when we were already leading 4-1 on aggregate. And so there is some of the other games. Some of the games haven't been played out yet. That is why the draw was not done. And so you will see the draw in the next episode if I remember to show you it, guys. I'm hoping I will. If I do forget, I apologize. But I've said it now, and hopefully I will remember to show you the draw on who we actually pulled in the next round of the Champions League in the next episode. But the final game of today's episode comes at the hands of Nice. Again, apologies if I pronounced that wrong. Mario Balotelli, of course, is over in France playing for this team here. And I think he's actually signed another contract for another year. I mean, he did get a few red cards as well at his time in France, didn't he? So, typical Mario. I'm just typical Mario. Anyways, moving into this then, the best defensive teams in the division, of course, are us with 16 league goals conceded all campaign long so far, which isn't too bad. Of course, a lot of that came before we joined here at PSG, so we have to take that into consideration. And although I'm not kind of up there with the Golden Boot winners and stuff, of course, this might be our first season where we don't win it in quite a while. And that, of course, is because we haven't played that many games here at PSG. But nonetheless, guys, it took 70 minutes for the first chance in this one. And it was a long shot from literally about 35 yards out from myself. And it went straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. That pretty much summed up the way this game was going. It was a boring game to play, boring game to get through. And it took right until the 70th minute, as I said, for the first chance. But when it happened, guys, we got the ball back here. Came quite deep to receive it. A nice bit of passing play from our teammates here. Little flick off there to the left. And it gives it back to him. Little ball through. We're in behind. Keeper gets a touch to this. Can't keep it out. It is PSG 1, Nice 0. 76 minutes is how long it took for us to get the first clear-cut chance of the game. And when we got it, we took it. Fantastic finish there. Fantastic build-up play as well from our teammates. Nice bit of movement, as you can see. Little ball through there. And then the keeper, as I said, does get a hand to this one. Although it is very, very weak, he couldn't quite keep the ball out and push it out. There you go. It does take a slight deflection off his fingertips, but he could only push it further into the corner there. So we do take the lead inside this game here. 76 minutes is what it took, and Nice not having a shot, us not having a shot until the 71st minute really showed you how poor this game was to play. So anyways, I was feeling quite confident we were going to see the game out. And then Lucas Moura, really weird pass. Like, I asked for the ball down the line. I was going to take it in the corner. There was a minute left. Apparently, he couldn't make that pass happen, and then this happened. Disaster. Like, yeah, I mean, All Lucas Moura's got to do is play that ball down the line with a normal standard pass. I'm into the corner. We see the game out 1-0. He makes a mistake. I don't know why on earth he tried to pass it the way he did. I don't know what happened to his pass. He just gave it away cheaply. And in the end, they go through, one ball through there, straight to this man here, and he ends up finishing it off past our oncoming goalkeeper, who couldn't quite make the save. So, although we took the lead inside the first, I guess, 77 minutes of the game, and it took us right until then to actually get the lead, we then threw it away in the 90th minute. So, it's swings and roundabouts. It was good work to get the lead, even worse to let it go. So, we do draw here 1-1 with Nice, and it does mean, of course, that we don't manage to get our chance, really, to go even further ahead, because this was a game in hand, and we were going into this, I do believe, around about 4 points ahead. So a win here would have taken us even further ahead. But now, we're still ahead, and we'll see exactly what we can do in an upcoming episode in terms of securing our league title here at PSG. I'm a bit gutted that we did throw that one away, but we did it, and that's what happens, guys, sometimes, unfortunately. So that's going to be it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed it, I would appreciate a like rating. As I said earlier, apologies for the lack of uploads recently, and apologies again why there's only going to be one video today. I basically, I'm just not feeling 100% again. Although, I'm going to try and get 2 out for tomorrow. And so, hopefully, I will be able to do that. You'll be able to see how many goals we've currently got, how many appearances. 9 goals, 10 appearances with 1 assist so far in PSG colours. Contributed 10 goals in 10 games. Not too shabby, Alonso, is it, guys? But that's it from me. I will see you all again from 4 p.m. tomorrow, guys, for another video, hopefully, anyways. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss them. I'll catch you all then. Adios.